Mika Reyes, the veteran, right? Compared to Dell Palomata, who's newer to the team.
Yeah.
And what's nice is you see Dell's growth throughout the conference. How she's playing more confidently. Their last game with Whale Taipei, I noticed she was much more vocal. And I remember like the first game I covered, she was not vocal at all, really. She was quite quiet, and I even saw like the coaches take her to the side after one of the timeouts just to talk to her.
Yeah.
But now she's really come into her own. And I like to think that has something to do with Mika Reyes' leadership also in the team. She knows how to guide these girls with her years of experience. And it's nice to see that, it's not just her getting those solid blocks in, but Dell as well.
We've been waiting for years for Dell, to really reach that potential. Because obviously you see the height, you see the training, you see the potential. But some players come into their own and find their own home. Takes a while.
Yeah, it does. And when you watch her play, there's a bit of swag there too.
Now.
Now there is, right? Absolutely. Sam, I want to ask you that. Did you see that growth as well, watching her up close?
Well, definitely for sure. I mean, like what Franny said, she was quite shy at the start of the conference, but it's so nice to see all of these, blockers, and actually, regardless of the position, everybody is really growing here. With the PVL, expect the unexpected, really, because you'll never know who's going to have a great game and explode. Later on, we'll be talking about Jules Samonte, another player stepping up. So that's what makes it so much fun, witnessing all of their stories and their growth in such a short amount of time.
You know what? They're growing with the league. That's what's happening. Franny, you were there yesterday with that emotional come from behind win by the King Whale team from Taipei. I honestly thought they were done. They were down 4 in that fifth. They looked gassed.
Yep.
How did they pull it off? Is it just because they were youthful? Is that there a bunch of young collegiate, some of them, right, players?
Watching them play, they don't show that they're frustrated. They're very calm and collected the whole game. They have this mindset, I think, of just playing volleyball. So after each error, they got up and then they moved on to the next play. They moved on to the next dig. And I think that really helped them keep composed, especially against PLDT. And they've mentioned it, in the pre-game, post-game interview as well, that they were so excited to be part of this conference, and they trained really hard just so that they could keep up with the pros.
With the little communication gap that we have, we get that excitement from them.
Yeah, I mean, we watched them play, and actually, I covered their first game. You could see the excitement in their bodies physically. It did come out, Franny. When you talk about the love that they're getting, because there's so much love that they're getting right now, especially after what they've shown against Army and PLDT. And do you feel that the Filipino fans have finally taken to them and almost adopted them in terms of supporting them as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna butcher her name, Sensi, or they said her nickname was Panay. She said that, the first game here, they were a little nervous. They didn't really feel like they were in their skin. But in the post-game interview, she said, now it feels like they're home because they've been here 4 days, they've adjusted more. And I think that's also a testament to how welcoming we've been as a Philippine volleyball community.
Yeah, I saw that interview. That's what I'm talking about. You got it from those little words that she said that, the first day was a bit of an adjustment, but the second day they felt a little more home, which is great news because they're going to be playing again on Friday, right? That's 2 undefeated teams, if I'm not mistaken, Creamline and them. What are your thoughts on that? And Sam, interject also anytime you want about this Creamline matchup.
Yeah, I think it should definitely be exciting. Whale Taipei's coach has already expressed, excitement playing against Eliza, who she got to coach when Eliza did her stint there. But I think, it would be in the coach's best interest to also remember that they have a Tots Carlos, a Gemma Galanza, a Gia Morado.
Siguro nag-scout na rin naman siguro.
Medyo.
I mean, it's not just Eliza, it's this whole unit that is Creamline.
We also have to talk about the health here, Sam, because of a lot of there's been a lot of adjustments from the health and safety protocols to the fact that the games are coming in fast and furious. I mean, we can't predict the future of what Creamline would do, but then would it be a surprise to you if maybe a few changes in terms of what we see from Creamline because of what we're seeing in terms of health and what they have ahead of them in the finals for sure.
Well, I think it's too early to tell, but
Yeah.
based on my conversations with the players, like in their last game against Signal, they're still training how they normally would.
Yeah.
So, you know, every day, like 5 or 6 a.m., still long hours, really.
So you mean Gemma's still sleeping at 7 p.m.?
I was gonna bring that up.
Still sleeping at 7 p.m.?
So let's see if she has a stream today. But no, really, like regardless of the team, all of these girls are really taking their rest seriously. I also got the chance to speak to their SNC coaches.
Yeah.
And, you know, pre-game, they all have their rituals, having, you know, their drinks, making sure that everybody has enough carbs, enough food, just to power them through. Because you'll never know if it's a 3-setter or a 5-setter game.
And here's the thing, we all know Creamline is not the type to like step off the gas.
Yeah.
They're so competitive, bearing, non-bearing, doesn't matter, safe in the whatever, in this semifinals, or what, they'll always go all out, and that's why fans love watching them, and that's why Friday is going to be very interesting.
And they enjoy every time.
Yeah.
I mean, like what Creamline does, like we were talking about middle blockers na si
Yeah.
Pangs Panaga, what she would, you know, always say is that magtitinginan lang sila. They'll just look into each other's eyes and they know what to do without the coach being there. So let's see how that plays out on Friday.